Generic greetings and welcome to Construction plus Besieged episode 7, probably the final episode of this series. I do want to continue on with the series, but see all of the other islands, like all of these ones here, they're currently not in the game, so I can only really do this one here. But yeah, in last episode we did a sort of inverted forklift type thing, sort of a very, I was going to call it a crane, but it's not really. It was just a very small lifter. Managed to pick up a big bundle of sticks and then move it over and drop it down. Then we did Solomon's Flock, which is basically just kill a load of sheep. So not bad, but not great. Now we're going to do this one here, which is Marksman's Pass. There's a lot of archers around here and bombs and such. And by the look of it, that can actually be destroyed by the bombs. So we need to get around so we don't actually... we need to make it so we can go around but not get blown up. And we need to get up there. So you can see pass through there. And it says pass through the bottom there, or land there, I guess. So basically fly off and land. So what I'm going to do is load our previous vehicle. So we'll load this one here, which is very, actually very, I guess, universal sort of setup. And I do like that. I like the fact that we've got like now a universal carriage. We can do many things. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press play and try and drive up. Now, yeah, the wheels actually work this time, which is good. As you can see, we're getting shot. Now, I've got no armor on this thing, but hopefully what I'll be able to do is just change it so we actually have some armor. Then we might actually be able to get up. Wait, that's not what I meant to... No, that's on fire now. Right, okay, what I need to do then is... remove that wheel, and then put back some motor wheels, because I remember if we, remember in the last episode we changed the front wheels to non-powered, so they wouldn't actually, the steering's bust again. Every time you mess around with it for some reason, it breaks. There we go. So we're just going to charge straight towards this. Now, obviously we need to be very careful because it'll do that. It's not, if I'm honest, it's not very good for, oh, it does slide a bit. It's like driving on ice. Right. Oh, good grief. Turn that way. And also, I'm not really... Yeah, that's getting shot to pieces now. What the problem we have is that the wheels are slipping. They're not getting any traction. So what I'm going to do is actually delete probably... Do we want to start again? Let's start again. Let's just destroy the machine and start from scratch, because I have another idea. Let's just make a quick cube, because that's generally how you make everything in this game. You make a cube of something and then you go from there. So there's our cube, and then what I want to do is go to our suspension. Hang on, suspension. There we go. Put a suspension there, and like so. And then we will put some wheels on it. And I was actually on the right tab in the first place. So there's some wheels. Now, if I let that drop down, I wonder what it's going to be like. In fact, can we put wheels on either side? We could if we wanted to, although... Not a fan of that. Let's try it. Let's just drop it down. There we go. There is the vehicle. So that should give us better travel. But what the problem I have is that the center of gravity is far too high, which means that it could, in theory, just fall apart. Or not fall apart, sorry. It could just drop to... It could just fall over, which is not what we want, obviously. So let's put this in, and this will lower our center of gravity, and obviously reduce the chance of rollover. Put the suspension in. Now, there won't really be much travel in the suspension, I know that, and that's okay with me. What I'm trying to do is make it so it just has a little bit of bob, which that'll do me nicely. That's okay. That's good. That's enough suspension travel, I think. Just a little bit so it can grab the front, but I won't really find out until I've driven the thing. So what I'll do is I'll connect up and make like a big box. Obviously, the heavier I make it, the more tension it's going to put on the suspension. But there we go. That's it all done now. And then we will extend it back over and do something pretty much exactly like we had before, where we have a weird steering rack at the back so we can steer things around. And we'll do... now this is going to be a bit difficult here. I need to put it there. But then if the wheels come off it... See, I can do that. But I wanted to put suspension on it, which will go down and actually make it a little bit too low. That's steering. That's suspension. See, you can't really rotate it. You have to do it like that, which is obviously too low. But actually, now that I think about it, if I do that, and actually get rid of all of these. Get rid of all that. Get rid of that. And that. And then probably put on some small wooden blocks like so. And then put the suspension on. That's bracing. I always go to bracing. Suspension. Then the wheels will be all in. Now, I could... Some people would say that it might be best to actually suspend the wheel itself, because that just looks really terrible. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We will see. Let's just put these in. There we go. So, press play. Drops down. It works. It doesn't turn very well, and there's no armor on it whatsoever, but that doesn't really matter to me at the moment. It's also unbelievably wide. I didn't really think about that. It's a lot more maneuverable than last one, but yeah, it's too wide. It's just too wide. What I'll do, I'll put wheels on the inside. I can't put wheels on the inside now because of where it is. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, can I just get rid of these bits here? I can, but that is really going to mess it up somewhat fierce. That's going to make it... Should we just try it? Oh no, it functions. It functions. Right, okay, let's put some wheels on the inside then. Wheels, 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 and then on this side here, like so. This is pretty much what someone suggested in the comments. They just make a multi-wheeled vehicle and get up the hill quickly, and that's what I'm trying to do. But there's so much torque on that wheel that it doesn't really work properly. So spin it round like that, come back, and then go forward. Now, I know people have been saying make a flying vehicle, but I guess the whole look of this thing is so you don't use a flying vehicle, you use... Oh my good grief, that is just garbage. You make something like this. Right, okay. That doesn't work. I think we can all admit that doesn't work. Destroy machine. Yes, okay. So I was going to not destroy it, then I thought it's actually easier. Right. New design. Design number 5287. Steering hinge at the back, right? Small wooden block and some wheels, okay? And then some wheels at the front, but I want it to be... See, I could if I want to, maybe put front wheel steering and then only have them as the drive wheels and sort of climb up. That's a better idea. Just delete machine, it's easier. And, right, let's start again. So, out the front, standard block, steering hinge, and then little wooden block, wheels. Okay. Then out the back, little block, little block, little block. It's not all about making the biggest thing, it's about making the right thing. There we go. Now that should function, so let's try it. Look, that's like a big wheel. Right. This is, No, this can't work, surely. Well, there's that done. No, this is far too easy. No way. I cannot believe that worked. I was just going to make some sort of, like, armoured bike, I guess. But that worked, I guess. It was so fast and so, yeah. Oh, I like that. That's really good. Right, okay. So, next mission, the very last one. Destroy 60% of everything around here. Wow. We have to make something to destroy all of this. I have no idea how we're going to do that. Right, well, I don't think this will work. So, let's just ground it and we'll see what happens. Go! Go, 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 go. No, 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 no. No, that doesn't work. It does, however, kill all these guys, but I think when it comes to these buildings, we're going to have a bit of a problem. Look at the maneuverability. Oh, I like that. This is a great machine. This is one of the best machines I've ever made. Look, because it can spin right... Oh, God, maybe it's not now. Maybe now it's not the best machine. It's still killing stuff, though. And ruining buildings. Yeah, so that doesn't work. So, what are we going to make? Well, I reckon... We have to design something similar to what I made on, I think it was episode 3, and we're going to make a tank. We're going to make another tank, but in this case, this time we're going to make it just a little bit different. So what I want to do is I've been meaning to make another tank for a while because it was probably one of our best things I've made. It was certainly one of the most interesting. So let's make a tank, right? So we're just gonna make some sort of arches here, so we can have the wheels inside here. Obviously, we're not going to use tracks because we can't do that. I remember I used to play. I think I've mentioned it several times on this series, especially. But I used to play Gary's mod a lot, and you used to be able to make a tank with tracks, but you used to strangely used to use mattresses welded together to actually create the thing. Right? Okay. Here is our motor wheels. There we go. And we can put wheels on the inside, which is why I've designed it this way. There you go. Like that. Hey, alright. And that should be fairly decent. Right, okay. And originally, actually, could I split it in the middle and then have another separate section that turned with it? No, that would be insane. This will be a fairly tough machine now. Yeah, that does that quite nicely, doesn't it? Oh, yes, that's a lot better. 60% of everything. So I could just destroy the houses, but I'm not a big fan of that. What I want to do instead is actually, if I remove, can I do that? If I remove them bits there, and actually remove this, I'm going to try a bit of an experiment here, and then. Would that work? If I then put the hydraulic... Oh, see, you can't... The problem with the pistons is you can't put them where you would think you could put them. Oh, and it's not... You can't remove that thing. Right, put it back. Put this stuff back. There we go. There we go. So does that work still? That still works-ish. Right. What I want to do... Increase that up like that. And then we will put a steering hinge on. I have no idea if this is going to work. Let's just delete the back because I'm trying to make the steering. And I might as well do both sides. So put them like that. And then we will put on the suspension like so. And then finally, wheels at either side. That's not worked at all. I guess I could have done it where I originally thought. Yeah, I'm a moron. Right, we all knew this. Let's delete these back bits. I'll sort that out in a moment. We need those bits like so. And then finally we'll put on our suspension. There's the suspension. Obviously rear wheel steering this one, like most of my vehicles. Right, and now we will connect that back up. Delete that, connect them like that, like that, like that, like that. And then we need to also bolt that together because otherwise we'll have problems. Right, click play and... Oh my good grief, it is one of the worst steering vehicles in the world. In fact, when I say worst steering, it doesn't steer at all, does it? It's absolutely terrible. In fact, it'll probably steer a lot better if I didn't have this connection bit in the middle. So if I just remove... Oh yeah, as if that's going to work. We'll try. We'll remove this bit here. Yeah, that's not going to work. Remove that bit there. So that's much better. It's not that good, but it does turn. It turns. I was going to say adequately, but it's not adequate at all. It's quite bad. Okay. New plan. What I was going to do originally. We will have steering hinges, but steering hinge there, there, and there. Okay? And you're probably thinking, well, what's that all about? Well, what we're going to do, we're going to have it connect up. Oh, like so. Do I want one in the middle? I don't know if I want one in the middle. I'll do that. And yeah, that's connected that up. That's fine. Right, okay. And then we're going to make something similar to what we have the other side. Up there, delete that. And then around. There we go. That's what I'm aiming for. Then up around the top. Right. Okay, now we are cooking with gas. No, that's wrong. Back out here. And how have I done that? I can't see how I've done that. Obviously that is that, and then connected up there, which is now made a little bit more bit more solid. That's so not right. So that's there. Oh, is that worked? Yeah, that works. Then a little bit further. A little bit further there. Right, okay, now it's working. It's just sort of, damn it, it's just the order that you build it in, really. There we go, that's sorted it now. Right, okay. And then we will put in our suspension. And then that will allow us to, hopefully, connect the wheels up. Obviously, we need wheels on there, so it's got 6 wheels. And now the whole thing will slink in the middle. It works! That's not great. And it's actually more of a bendy bus than anything else, but it works, and it's quite durable by the look of it. It's a lot more durable than I thought. I thought it was going to be absolutely terrible. So, I guess it's not really... It's not really a... it's not really what I would call a tank. But it is a platform enough to destroy these guys here and then wreck this other stuff. But we need to start wrecking this centre bit here, and the only way you can do that is bombs. So how would we get a bomb there? Well, we could make it fly and then suicide into it. That's what a lot of people have been saying, make a suicide-y type plane and just crash into it, but I don't like that. A bomb. What's the best way of doing it? Well, we could have a launcher of some kind. Now, we've already done a couple of bomb launches. And the best way to do it, I think, would be to simply raise it up to there. Or we could. This is one thing I've never really thought of, actually. We could simply put on some wooden blocks like that. No, it can't be there. It would have to be about there. With some decouplers. And maybe that. And then drive up, drop the bombs, and see what happens. Decouple, pull back out, and then we need some way of setting them off. Right, I like that idea. Okay, I'm going to extend that further, because that will work. So we need a decoupler there, and I'll put it right in the front because obviously it means I can place it a little bit better. But if anything, if we wanted to, make it a little bit wider. Right. And start having decouplers all over the place. Or decouple the big front end. And then that's one big line of bombs. That tickles. That is tickling me a little bit. 3 of them, I think. Right, there we go. And then if we wanted to, we could have a cannon on the top. I mean, that'll set it off, certainly. Let's just put a cannon there and see what happens. So, cannon, press C to do it. Okay, let's try this. So, we just drive through these... Oh, good grief! Today beverage is green tea. That didn't work, that. No. Right, so... There we go. It's if you be a bit jarring with the bombs! Good grief! That was just a ramming vehicle. Do you want to just Mad Max it? Just bang! Oh well, when you're trying to do it, it doesn't work. Right, let's just pull back and yeah, fire the cannon, I guess. Boom! That works exceedingly well. That works much better than I originally thought. That's fantastic. Right, okay. What we need to do then is just put these blocks like that, and then we'll put on big scoops like so, which I think will actually touch the ground. So we'll start, yeah, they do actually scrape the ground there, but that does take everything out because we're only going to drop it and then pull back, and then obviously we press the cannon, bang, and we missed. So the only way to set it off is to ram it. There we go. Ram it, ram it. Ram it, ram it, ram. Come on, come on. It says destroy 60% of everything. I've destroyed 60% of my vehicle. No, that's not worked at all. Okay. That'll work, but only if I don't bugger it up. Let me try that again. 1 second. That does work. The good thing about the suspension... Look at that, that exploded. Good thing about the suspension is that... Yeah, the good thing about the suspension is that even though, well, it's so heavy now that it just drops down to where it needs to be. So that's great. That's fantastic. Right, what else do we need? Well, we've never really used circular saws. So I'm thinking maybe let's just extend this out either side. Like that. Then we could even go down to cover the wheels. So we've got a protected set of wheels, which would make sense. In fact, we've just put a skirt on the tank now. We've got shirts in. Excellent. Right. I think that's shirts in. Yeah. Right. Probably not pronouncing it correctly, but you know. Right. Let's put on circular saw. Yeah, we can. We can put circular saws on. But I think that would make more sense. Unless it wobbles a little bit, in which case I'm about to cut my own machine in half. But, you know, why not? Right, this is getting a bit heavy now, and that's that's big. Okay, it's so big that, although it does function, it's not exactly what I would call, oh my good grief, the wheels just... Oh, that's not good. That's the circular saw blades that's there, and it's just fallen off. Look, it's actually so heavy that you can see the suspension can't take it. Now it's actually scraping along the ground. But that's how the best robots in Robot Wars work. They actually scraped along the ground. I really like Robot Wars. Oh, good grief, there's another bit come off. The problem we have is that we've now got a weird spinny bit here that's currently coming towards us. That's not what I want. There's another guy just being taken out. Right, it's going towards there, you see? Right. See, if this robot's about anything... It's about dropping things off and letting them, you know, do their own thing. As you can see, it flew off, it detached. We actually made it... Yeah, it was designed this way. It had a fault in it that, you know, it's working as intended because it dropped off. It then killed loads of guys around there. It went through a house, came back, went through another house, and now it's heading towards that third house there. And also, it's about to set them bombs off. I have no idea how it didn't manage to set them bombs off. And now we've dropped another one off. The problem is here is that I need to set them bombs off over there. But I need to get close enough, so here we go. Oh, that saw's coming towards me now and hitting me, and I've lost half of the wheel. Let's just fire this cannon. Boom! There it goes. And that's all dropped down now, so we do have... So we've destroyed... Look at the bits flying around. We've destroyed a lot of that castle wall. But there's not a lot we can destroy. There's not a lot left that we can destroy. We might have to restart this. I'm going to try and go around. Now, our turning circle's been increased somewhat because of the... let's just reset the camera. Oh, no. The turning circle's been increased somewhat because of the loss of, well, the left-hand front. The front left-hand bit. If we can just spin round... Oh, doesn't matter. I was going to go around good guy saw blade and all that. Has taken that bit out. Oh, all right, this is not good. So I have managed to lose most of the front of the machine. And... It doesn't look like there's any more I can destroy. All of the wooden houses are gone. And, yeah, that works, but only just. Maybe we need some more bombs. I think more bombs would do the job nicely. So I think on the back we'll have a launcher. We'll have some sort of launching system. So I'm going to put on a little sort of, I guess you would call it a carrying system. And do that. Obviously, this thing's so heavy now that it's just insane. Right, what else do we do? We have a decoupler. We'll need a decoupler. Right in the center there. Okay. And then we need a bomb holder and then a bomb. Okay. And then what we want is some sort of launcher which will fling that up and over. And the only way I can think of doing that would be to use contractible springs and just connect it to there. So let's just press, I'll press start and then I'll press J and then I'll do the springs. That didn't work! No, that didn't work. Okay. I think it will work, but it's something to do with it being a bit garbage. No, the problem, well, yes, that is actually the case, but the main issue is the direction. So if we do that, then apart from ripping itself in half, we might actually be alright here. So connect it up to there, and again connect it up to there. Right, so I'll press J, and press the... Good grief, that doesn't work! Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of that. That's just... Of all the ideas I've had, that is not the best. What's the best way to destroy that castle? It is going to be another launcher of a bomb, isn't it? See, what if... Oh, hang on. Right. I've had a thought, and that is very dangerous. What if we simply make the same thing as what we've got on the front, but put it on the back? And when we smash it up at the front, we literally turn around and... hang on, why is that not working? Why is that not placed? And have I done it slightly wrong? Oh, it's because, yeah, of course, we need to do that. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Right. Yeah, it's just a case of destroying the front bit, or dropping the front off. Ah, hang on, here we got a problem now. To decouple them back ones is the same as the other ones, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do then is I need to rotate that round to the back, like so, and I'll need to change the key bindings. That's all I'll have to do. So we'll find we're almost at a point where we're running out of space. I'm looking for a certain part. There it is. Obviously, I need to put my little... I need to extend this up a little bit. And then put the plows on, which I cannot because of where it is. I don't think I can fit the plows on. I can't fit the plows on. So what I'll do is I'll remove them plows because we just don't need them. We don't need them from the front. There we go. Translate that to there. And then I'll put the plows on. There we go. Because the ones at the front just ram into the front. They ram there and blow up. I need the plows to destroy the other bits. Right, that's fine. So I'm just going to go key mapper. And that explode is... Well, it says explode, but it's not. We're going to K that. That's going to be K. So J for the front ones to drop that. It says explode for the explosive bolts. So J to drop them ones, K to drop that ones. That is cannon for C, and that cannon is going to be V, okay? So let's try this. So we press play, and we just scoot forward. Oh, good grief! Right, that's what I thought might happen. Let's try that again. We need to just get past them. There we go. And we press J. We drop that. And again, we're just destroying all of these. And then we get about there, and then cannon, boom, and that blows that up there. We need to quickly back up because obviously the flame could help. Oh, it could burn us down. We've managed to get a bit of a brick there, and if that falls in the mechanism, that could be a bit of a problem. So we need to just turn around, and while I'm doing this, oh, good grief, there's bits. Yeah, there we go. There's all of the bits flying off. Right, you know what? I've decided that these are just a big nuisance. We do not need the skirts on the side. Or the skirts on the side are good, but we don't need the circular saw blades. It was a good idea, didn't work. Right, so try it again, play, and yeah, it's actually landing. Good grief, it's not sort of scraping along the ground as much. Play, drive forward, destroy all of that. Just turn in, that's not worked, and am I going to destroy? Oh no, 60% of everything now. We're not going to get there. Play it again. Play it again. Johnny Guitar. Drop that. Back it up. Cannon. Keep backing up because of the flame. And there we go. Excellent. So, oh, that's bad. Oh, look, there's a guy in the mechanism. Oh, squish. Dead. Right. There's another house gone down. Now we need to back up. And we need to put these bombs near that tower. Now, obviously, we have all of these scoops now, you see, which pushes them out the way, but we are still carrying bombs, so if they jiggle too much, oh, good grief, it will explode. It will happily explode. It's a bomb. It doesn't have really any mind. It doesn't care whether it kills us or anything else, so just keep backing up, and that is about perfect. Press K, go forward, press C. No, hang on. Boom! That was our other button. That was V. That's blown up the tower for the most part. Look at that. And, oh, it's now actually floating. Wow, Alpha Gamers Alpha. We have managed to conquer the zone with 97 blocks. And that is it. We have managed to complete all levels on Ypsilon. So, we are done. Not a bad set of builds there. I really enjoyed this series. I know it's been a mini one, and I really do want to keep playing, but obviously there's only so much you can do in it at the moment. It's still one of the best alphas I have played in a long time. It's just super, super, super fun. Can't wait until they add the other stuff, because obviously we've got a lot of things to do. We've got like all these other levels, like that one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that about right? So there's us there. 1, 2, 3. I can't really count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, another 4. So it's 5 in total. Got 4 to do. And then we've got this little moon thing. A little asteroid field going around there. And then we've got obviously sandbox as well. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the series. I know not a lot of people watch it, but that's the same with all my videos, I guess. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. That's all that counts. Thanks very much for watching. Take care of yourself. And generic partings.